Hey, some friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm back here with another Rags to Riches video. This is Rags to Riches, a love story, and if you have not seen the previous videos, please click the link in the description below because I believe this is episode 17, so we are well into this series and we have definitely gone from rags, not quite at riches, but we are living our nice middle class life, and it is a nice Sunday afternoon and Rich is getting his workout on. I told you guys he wanted to get back in shape while Kenya is working on her project and Alicia is working on her charisma because she is still trying to move up in the world. I kind of love starting these episodes on a Sunday in the Sims world because I know I'm usually going to premiere it on a Sunday in the real world. So that's really nice. I also want to show you that I changed some things about the house. So I added that mirror because it was just too many people working on their charisma. And then I moved the portrait over here. And I'm just showing you all a little progress on everyone's aspirations and job goals and anything like that. Rich and Alicia have not gone on enough dates, and so I need to remember to have Alicia go out on some dates for her aspiration. Kenya has leveled up on her aspiration, so she needs to practice typing and work on her motor skill to become an agile developer, or whatever that means. And Alicia still has some work to do for her career. So it looks like everyone is doing a good balance of fun and focus. But I think in this episode, I'm definitely going to bring on the fun. There needs to be a little more fun in this. They have a nice little nest egg that they're saving. They have stability. So it's time to bring on the fun. And I was just showing some traits we have for Alicia and Rich. I used the reward store points for what they did do for their aspiration and their whims. And so I focused on picking ones that I felt fit their personality. So Rich is never going to get crabs again. If you've seen the previous episodes, the very, very beginning, you know he had a bad experience where he got crabs from sleeping outside or sleeping on a couch or something like that. And it looks like Rich will also be a little better adjusted to the weather. And he's also a gym rat because he really wants to work on his fitness. So he will start having fun when he is exercising because hopefully that'll help him work on his fitness a little more. And I think that's realistic because he's very motivated. Now, to get back to what's going on. Kenya is all done with her project. It looks fantastic, and Rich is just admiring it along with Kenya, and it looks amazing. So we're just gonna put it in her inventory so she can take it to school, and hopefully that brings her grades up. So a little later that day, nothing too eventful happened during that time. Gabriella invited Alicia and her family over to her new house. Now, Gabriella has moved. And I don't know if you guys remember, Gabrielle is kind of in an unhappy marriage. I don't know if I told you this actually. Gabriella and her husband, they don't really get along well, but you know, they live a very comfortable life. So that makes Gabriella not want to split up. So she tries to find enjoyment by spending money and doing other things. And this new house that they have is gorgeous. I'm actually not going to give you a tour like I normally would because there is a possibility I will use this house in a different save file or with a different storyline. But it is, I think it's the Architectural Digest build by Dr. Ashley. So you can look that up on the gallery. But yeah, she invited them over to swim in her new pool. And like this, everything here is just stunning. Like look at the sunset. Look at this, like, what do they call it? The pools that are like edges. It looks like you're going over a cliff. I don't remember. Even that mini walk through the house, like you could see that this is just a gorgeous, gorgeous house. And Rich, Alicia, and Kenya just look so happy to be here. They're all laughing and joking. Gabriella didn't stay in the pool very long, but they are just having a really good time here. I guess Rich and Alicia are flirting. Just so nice, and it's nice to think about like one day they're gonna have something like this for themselves. I hope I didn't make a mistake by even showing this house at all because I'm like, I could use this for like the Rich's lifestyle when Rich and Alicia finally make it to that and just make tweaks. I don't know. I think I could still do that because I haven't shown you too much of this house, just the pool area. and you know, it might work later. It is actually starting to get dark, so I'm gonna have them swim around a little more, and they're not gonna stay too late. They're not gonna stay till the sun completely sets. But look at Alicia. She's getting it. They are just having such a good time. Yeah, so I'm gonna have them stay for a little bit, and then it looks like Kenya's getting hungry, so they're definitely gonna head home. Happy Monday to the Sims. So they had a nice little Sunday. Rich has headed off to work while Kenya has headed to school. And Alicia has decided to work from home today. So she is going to get some work done. Today's goals are for her to connect with her coworkers. So she's actually going to invite them over and chat with them. She's going to invite Penny and June, since those are the coworkers she's the most close with. She doesn't need to invite all of them because she only needs to brighten the day of 2 coworkers. And she also needs to persuade some people at the Hijinks Festival, which I actually think that happens later in the evening, so that's kind of annoying. She has to work at night. She has to work outside of her normal hours, but it's fine. It'll help Kenya with her career. She's a VP now, so of course sometimes she's going to have to work outside of the regular 8 to 4 schedule she has. So I'm just going to have Kenya use the restroom, and it looks like Penny Pizzazz is already here. I really want to give Penny Pizzazz a makeover, but I'm torn because I like that she looks like the Penny Pizzazz you see in the billboards around the city. Like, I like that, and so I know if I change her, she won't fit the billboards, but like, she just be coming over here with this. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this ponytail. It just is not it. Like June, I think June looks better than her, even though June's outfit is just very simple, just like a little button up or a top and some jeans, but it's just simple. And June is a sim I found over on the gallery, so I didn't create June. Alicia's gonna go outside and greet June and Penny Pizzazz and just compliment them and tell them they look great and thank you for coming over here. And June's kind of like, you know, it's just a nice chance to get out of the office. Like, I love that you get to work from home, and you know, I don't really get to work from home, but it's nice that you do, and it looks like you have a really nice place. Can we come in? And Alicia's like, of course. And they are really enjoying this neighborhood. They're like, oh, I've never been to New Crest. Like, I thought it was kind of an empty place. And like, Alicia's like, yeah, it's kind of still in development. There's not that many houses yet. There's some houses on this block, but that's about it. And so they're just chatting and catching up, and she's gonna eventually brighten their day and talk. I don't know what Penny Pizzazz is doing. Like, Alicia said she could go in the house and look around, but I'm not sure. It's weird that she stopped in the bedroom first, but I guess she had to like talk to herself in the mirror. Whatever, that's her personal business. Rich got an invitation to speak publicly on some sort of panel, so he is actually going to accept that, and it looks like he did a good job because that increased his performance by a medium amount, but he still cannot be promoted because he has not achieved all the promotional tasks, so his logic skill is not high enough, his charisma skill is not high enough, but you know, it's still nice for him to get out there and speak on these panels. And Alicia and June are just kind of chilling and talking on the couch. It's still only 10:30 and she's basically done with this portion of her day. And so she's going to hang out and chill with her girls a little bit. These ladies are still hanging out. They found something to watch on TV. But I just wanted to show you that Alicia has failed as a gardener. Pretty much all the plants that she has have been destroyed. They did not last. She did not take care of them. She did not weed them. And it's really, what's most disappointing were the like tomato plant and whatever other tree that is over there that's high quality. And it came with this house. Like, when they bought the house, it was already planted and ready just for spring or summer. And she basically has failed at keeping track of these plants because she's only been able to focus on her main job and career. Like, the gardening was a little bit of a side hustle for her. And it looks like Alicia and June gained a sentiment, so they seem like to be becoming really, really close, which is nice. I'm slightly disappointed in Alicia not taking care of the garden. I feel like this shows like her side of immaturity because she wants certain things, but she doesn't always take on the full responsibility of having those things, while Rich, on the other hand, does, but he's childish in other ways. So it's just a reminder that they both are still pretty young and they just have some growth to do, even though they've been able to take care of themselves and Kenya. So the ladies have left, and Alicia has done a little bit of online shopping because it is rebate day, and as a materialistic sim, she kind of loves this sort of thing. And so she bought a new trash can, which was like $1,000 or $2,000, which I think a year ago, they could not imagine spending that type of money, but she is very excited about it, just having something new. And at least this trash can, they'll actually make some money back when they throw out trash because it's like all combustible or whatever you call it. So Alicia is happy that she was able to participate in rebate day. And so now we're kind of just waiting around until it's time to go to the festival. So she'll do some painting in the meantime. Here we are at the festival, and look at Jeffrey Landgraab's outfit. Like, what? What is this man wearing? Why is he posed like that? Like with his legs out, showing out. And so Alicia decides that she is going to be a little passive aggressive. She has to persuade people for her job. That's part of her assignment. So she's going to play nice with Jeffrey Landgraab, and she is going to persuade him to make a fool of himself to wear a raccoon outfit. And the plan is that she'll persuade him to do this, and then she'll post it on social media and say, basically, like, look at this strange man. She's going to try to tell him that, like, everybody else at the festival is going to put them on shortly. They're just all going to go into the restroom. Anaya, we're at the festival. I'm working. Yeah. Yeah, they're all going to go into the restroom and put on their raccoon outfits. And don't worry about it. I know it's hot, but you look amazing. So she's playing nice, and she's being a little manipulative to get him to look foolish. And she's doing her job at the same time because for some reason her job wants her to persuade people. So let's see if we can get some pictures of Jeffrey Landgraab in this outfit, and he looks extremely ridiculous, and clearly I cannot work the camera. Here we go. Much better. So we're going to take a couple of different pictures and see if we can get some good shots. Let's brighten it up because it's a little dark. That's better. And then we are going to change some poses as soon as I figure out how to do that because I always forget. And we changed, that's a good one. We're going to take that picture. And then I think we'll do a couple more and we'll move on with our lives because I think we have like 5 other people to persuade. Now, I know that wasn't the biggest way to get back at the Landgraabs. I'm sure Rich and Alicia will eventually figure out other ways to get back at them, but right now they still have to be careful. They are not some people that can deal with every problem because the Landgraabs still kind of run the sim world, and so they have to be very strategic on what their plan is. And Alicia's gonna go over to Gabriella because she didn't know Gabriella would be at this festival, and so she's actually gonna persuade her to smile because it's easy and she wants to make her friend happy, especially after her friend was so nice to invite her to the new house and just let the family swim in the pool. And looks like Gabriella's out here chilling with her Nintendo Switch, like she's just, living a young, and she had on her Balenciaga, so that's cute. And so they're just catching up, and Jeffrey Landgraab is looking around like, I don't see anybody in these raccoon outfits. Like, what the F, Alicia? But Alicia's just like, ho hum, trying to act like she's distracted and talking to Gabriella. And she's like, girl, let's take some pictures. So they're going to take some pictures. I told you guys I would try to get better at having Alicia take pictures because I feel like that is her personality. Like, she would take pictures even though I forget. And look at Gabriella with her little eyebrow ring that I guess she wears on the weekend or when she's not, looking as professional. Although I don't think Gabriella has a job. I'm not sure what she does. But yeah, they're just going to get a couple of pictures and Alicia will post those later as well. Or maybe she'll put them up on her wall. I'm actually going to have Alicia introduce herself to Natasha Brown because that is the neighbor whose house she went over to I think maybe 2 or 3 episodes ago, which is basically 2 or 3 weeks ago, and Natasha Brown wasn't there. It was just her little sister and her kids and stuff, so she wasn't there, so it'd be nice to meet her. And Alicia's just gonna tell her, like, hey, I met your sister and the rest of your family, and they seem really cool. And Natasha's gonna tell her, like, yeah, I was at work that day, so I didn't really get to see you guys. So that was nice, and that was just like a quick little intro. So I think Alicia is going to persuade her to flirt, and she's just going to be like, hey, your sister said you were single, so, you're out and about. Now would be a good time to flirt. And Alicia's also going to find somebody to flirt back with her, and that guy over there in the red shirt, it looks like she's flirting. That's really cute. This guy over here in the red shirt, she's gonna tell him to flirt too. So maybe Alicia will make a little love connection. If not now, maybe later. Maybe Alicia's next career is a matchmaker. Then the last person we are going to persuade is this bartender. So Alicia is just going to talk to her a little bit about her life and get to know her a little bit. And Alicia finds out she's like bartending her way because she really wants to be a singer. And Alicia is going to persuade her to do some singing. And then after that, she will essentially have checked off everything she needed to do for work, and she will be free to head home. So I told y'all we were going to have a little more fun this episode, and the Lawrences are going on vacation. And so I finally have Jungle Adventure. So this is going to be my first time exploring El Selvadorada. And this is going to be the Lawrences' first time going on a trip as a family. So as you saw, they are going to take a 4-day vacation. So we'll see if that's long enough or short enough. And I know you saw that price tag, like $1,100 a day, which is basically, for 4 days, that's like more than their rent. So actually not more than their rent, more than their bills for the month. So utilities and all of that. And I downloaded this house off of the gallery. I took a quick glance through at the Jungle Adventure homes, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna have to step this up. So I put a couple of different homes in the save file, and this is Casa de Wiki, and you can find that on the gallery. Just look up Casa de Wiki, and I thought it was really cute. It had a room for Kenya, has a room for Rich and Alicia, and there's an extra bedroom, but that's fine. And has this cute little reading nook, and an area for the television, a fireplace, a very nice kitchen, a very nice bathroom. Sorry for that loud bump. That was my neighbors. Hopefully I can edit that out. And this nice little seating area, dining area, and upstairs we have this nice little hallway space. You could bring your cat to this house, I guess. And that's the master bedroom. Then there's the bathroom, and that's the room Kenya's going to be sleeping in. I changed the bed. It was like a child's bed, so I put this bed by Peacemaker in there because that's the only bed I had that was like kind of this orangey theme without me like looking very hard. That was the first one that popped up. And then you have this pool in the back, which they just went to Gabriella's house and they love the pool, so I'm excited that they will kind of, get to enjoy some pool life. After the long trip, Kenya has to go to the bathroom. Rich needs a shower, so we're gonna get them on that right now. And I just felt like they deserved this trip. I wanted this trip or this vacation to feel fancy for them. So obviously this is not the most glamorous vacation, but it is more glamorous than their current home, and it is different experience. And they got a welcome to the jungle kit, so that's cool. I don't know how jungly they're going to be getting during this vacation. I know I want them to go into the city a little bit, and I do want them to relax and enjoy this expensive ass house because it's costing them a lot of money. And so maybe if they have time, they will go off and explore the jungle, but I don't know if they will do that quite yet. And it's only 4 days, and we'll just see. We'll see how it goes. I know the whole vacation won't be in this LP because this LP is pretty close to over, but I'm just giving you a first person view of this house, and I think it looks so cute, like such a nice kind of, gives like an Airbnb feel. I love it. And I'm just having Kenya go into her room and explore it. So it does have some baby stuff, but it also has some kid age stuff. And I'm just gonna have them hang out because it's already 10:30 and it's late. They've been traveling all day. Alicia worked all day, Rich worked, Kenya went to school. So I'm just gonna have them hang out and get some rest, and Kenya's gonna send a text to her friends, and we're just gonna have a nice evening. And Alicia has settled down in this living room area, which is really, really cute. And she's watching some movie, which is funny because this movie looks like someone on their own adventure in a more like, oh, it looks like Aladdin. Well, they're watching some Aladdin, whatever. And Alicia actually is going to post to social media. She is not going to spend a lot of time on her phone because I know that's annoying when someone's on vacation. And I don't know, Rich is up there playing with toys, whatever. But Alicia's not going to spend a lot of time on her phone, but she's going to post on social media today. And she's going to post a picture of Jeffrey Landgraab because she still has to do that. And so she's going to do that. She's going to get it out the way and then try to stay off social media for most of the trip. Hopefully that works out smoothly. It is the next morning and we are starting off lovely. Alicia is just here back floating, or she was back floating, and she's just going for a quick swim. I actually think they're gonna get in the pool every day of this trip because Rich was already swimming in here last night, and I'm sure Kenya will be here shortly, but Alicia's just finished with her swim, so she is going to make the family some breakfast. What a lovely way to start off the day. Like, that's just the best part of vacation, that you can kind of just start your day off however you want. And I clearly really need a vacation. So, but Alicia has decided to cook some shrimp and grits for her family, which is a great vacation breakfast. And no, Rich, you are not going to go on the grill because Alicia's already come down. And so you're just going to sit downstairs and hang out with Alicia till the grits are ready. So they are chatting a little bit, and Alicia didn't really get to tell Rich about the festival that she went to and how she kind of set up Jeffrey Landgraab. She was basically working the whole car ride, so they didn't really get to talk much. And so she's just telling him, and Rich thinks it's hilarious. Like, Rich is like, yeah, that's the least. Like, he deserves way more than that. And like, I hope we eventually get them back for like everything they did. And Alicia's just kind of like, well, oh, look at that nice pot. I don't know if this is some vacation pot or some shrimp and grits pot, but look at that nice pot. And the shrimp and grits look good. Kenya's sleeping late because she was up until 5 in the morning because she's on vacation. She doesn't have a bedtime. So she was just up playing on the computer because she was just enjoying her freedom. So she'll be down when she's down. And, Rich and Alicia are having a good laugh at Jeffrey Landgraab. And Rich is just like, I'm going to get him. Like, once we get in the right position, like, I'm going to get them for them belittling our family. So they finish eating and discussing, and Rich is like, talking about these land grabs is just kind of giving me a headache. And, we have a limited time here, so I just, I think we don't need to think about that as much. And Alicia's like, yeah, you're right. And Rich is just like, I love you so much. I'm so excited to be here with you and that we can now do these type of things, and let's just have the best time that we can have. Kenya has finally drug her sleepy behind down here, and of course she's starving after sleeping till almost noon, but that's not too bad on vacation. It's not like it's 3 o'clock. We still have a lot of day left, so we're just gonna put the shrimp and grits away for later. I think there's actually only one serving left. Sorry for taking you all through the forest. And I think Rich and Alicia are gonna go upstairs and start to get ready for the day, and Kenya will finish her food, and we are going to go out in Selvadorada. So the Lawrences are out in the sweltering heat, and they decided to go to this museum. I did not get a different museum from the gallery. I just used the one that was in game, and I don't know why this museum I guess this is supposed to be a welcome desk. I don't know, it's just random people sitting at the computers. But let's see if we can look at some art. Alicia had to use the restroom already, so Alicia went to the restroom, but Kenya and Rich, okay, I see we have a skeleton over here, some cracks in the wall. This is kind of, okay, this museum's a little run down. It could be stepped up. I think the people of El Salvadorado deserve a little better than this, but it has some cute stuff. They're gonna check it out, and this is a good way that they can kind of meet some locals in the neighborhood or in this little, what is this, downtown El Salvadorado. So maybe they can meet some people and just talk to different people. And Alicia's, of course, going to step up and be the one to introduce herself to everyone first, because she can kind of put on her business hat and just act like she's working. She doesn't really get shy. Okay, this sim is paranoid. That's kind of concerning. But she doesn't really get shy like she used to. She like knows how to play it cool and meet all these different people. And Kenya doesn't seem to be shy either. She's just like stepping in here with all these adults. Meanwhile, Rich is kind of like, I'm just going to look at the art. Now, I know this is a bit of a tease, but I think this is going to be it for this episode. And I didn't want it to run on too long. I just gave you a little bit of their vacation, but I do, okay, Alicia's over here gaining sentiments. But I did want to give you like a fun episode with the Lawrences. Like, I feel like this was a really fun episode, and there'll be more fun in the next episode because they still got 3 days worth of vacation. And so I'm Simtimistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims. If you like this video, please watch the other playlist. But most importantly, please subscribe and leave comments and converse with me. Tell me what you think of the Lawrences. Tell me what you think of this whole LP, and like and share, especially if you want the YouTube algorithm to send you more cool simmers that will show you some fun videos. And I will talk to you, my sim friends, later. Bye.